Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Welcome back to my channel. Let's get right into this. I'm excited about what's about to happen. I slept on you last night. I tell the universe every night, if I go to bed a little early so I can wake up at 3, I tell my nervous system to wake me up. Last night it didn't. Tonight it did. Woke me right up, 2:30. I don't set alarms to wake up to send these messages. So if I don't wake up, there's no message to send. Or I haven't done my work and I have to stay asleep. And this Pisces full moon, super moon, see there? Look at that. What's going on? Why'd that happen? Well, I'm going to have to get that fixed. 1 second. And we're back. Huh. Imagine that. It's been pretty crazy. It has been crazy. So I got woke straight up, 2:30 in the morning. So we have a very powerful message prepared already for you. September, yes, is going to be very powerful. We're about to find out. All the energy readers are about to have a fire lit up under their ass. You're going to see a lot of stuff change in this collective. So what I'm hoping for, what I'm believing for, what I have faith in is the fact that this collective, the energy readers of the world, are going to be able to raise their vibration and be able to transform themselves so much that we're finally going to be able to get these other unawakened or slightly awakened or the people who really want to be awakened and aren't sure how to be activated. We are going to raise our vibration and have this change, this transformation occur because we have a huge Scorpio base, huge Scorpio nation. This is going to be a powerful message. I'm very excited to see what comes out. I've seen everybody smash in all kinds of these full moon Pisces readings. I like doing them on the night of. I'm sorry. I like to do them on the night of to see what's coming up after the fact, the aftermath, the wake. The wake. Look at, see, and that's what I'm saying. Right here it is. Oh my goodness. I love when this is, when everything just keeps spiraling, keeps snowballing into the next read, to the next read, to the next read. I don't even mean to make them go together. They just do. Look at the bigger picture, folks. Full moon in Sagittarius. The Sagittarius, you know, is the spiritual leaders, teachers. Because we are we are the spiritual leaders and teachers. And if you want to be a good leader, then you have to be a good follower. So, who are you following? Look at the bigger picture. Who are you following? I don't know why I'm saying that. Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. This is a blue, once in a blue moon opportunity type of moon. I don't know what opportunities those are, but we're good. They're all right on the forefront. These opportunities are right on the forefront. And that's because the reason why I know they are is because conclusions are within reach. When one door shuts, another door opens. And if the door shuts, don't force it open. Do not force the door open. It closed for a reason, right? It was for a season, and the season's over. So it is dead time. I woke up, snapped up, we'll say. I've had some pretty phenomenal dreams. Some I can share, most I cannot. But what I can share is the dream that I had that snapped me up. Oh, beautiful. I used to loathe the Temperance card because I seen it. Anytime I read for myself, anytime I read for myself, it was the Temperance card. The Temperance card. The Temperance. Until I found out, okay, it's Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael is always here to protect us, always here to help us, always here to give us insight, always here to shed light on things, to continue to keep that balance, that alchemization of, I won't say good and bad or good and evil, but this is the balance between the spiritual and the earthly, the 3D and the 5D, right? That's what the Temperance card represents, is that balance. No, here, we'll shuffle again. So looking at this spread right here, is exactly what I thought it was going to be. And because of this full moon, this is like another one of those slingshots into your oblivion, no, into your future. And this is because of what's happened, because of what's already happened. And I'm going to stop there because we have death on the bottom. This is, and you are, the collective has got this huge ball of fire building and building and building. Look at that. I knew that was going to happen. The Ace of Swords came out. Some of you guys are going to need to end up, really, really looking at your finances in order to get this thing here, this energy to be used wisely, is what I'm getting. Okay. Oh my goodness. A lot of fire, a lot of passion in here to do with your future. There's a really big, right now, there is a really big it's almost like springtime has shown up. I don't know if it's early or if it's late, but there is a huge, what do I want to call it? Oh, I knew this was going to be powerful. Spirit, help me to organize my thoughts. You've transformed your heart, where in the past you were so in and out. And look, here we go. Lovers on the bottom. Did I even shuffle that yet? I don't think I did. So in your recent past, you have the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands in this deck is facing... Okay, well, we'll just do that. The Knight of Wands is facing backwards, kind of like you're running passionately to your past. You are passionately, on fire with desire, running towards your past. You're running towards your past, galloping away towards your past as if it's such an amazing past. It's so much better than your current, present, future situation or whatever it is that's going on. So all you're doing is nostalgically looking back into the past with such a fire in your heart, and you remember what a great time that was, how strong-willed you were, and you're just like, why is it not that way today? Why don't I feel that passion today? What's going on? Why don't I have that desire today? When I remember in the past, I had this desire for this thing or this person or myself. Why don't I have the desire for myself any longer? So you decided to change it up and look to the future and look to your present. You are learning how to this collective energy readers are more learning how to live in the now. Because the more you live in the future and the more you live in the past, the more nothing ever happens. Nothing ever happens because you're always thinking, and it's always like nothing's ever changing because you're always looking, it's just one of those things where you finally realized the catch-22 of life. The damned if you do, damned if you don't. So you decided to just, okay, all right, I'm going to sit here now. I'm just going to sit here in myself. I'm going to sit here, and that's just what I'm getting out of this, your center energy, the Knight of Cups. I'm just going to sit here with my passions, desires, my wish fulfillment, my manifestations. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to put them in my cup. I'm going to keep them in my cup. I'm going to keep them stirred up. I'm going to keep them. I'm not going to let it go stagnant inside my cup. But I'm just going to kind of sit here and really contemplate things and really, look at the bigger picture, try to figure out how to reach these conclusions that I'm trying to reach in life and in my past relationships and associates and just all the past baggage crap that you're really trying to get over and get past. Because then after that, this is why I say that you have transformed, that you have grown up, that you have matured, that you have done a almost like a complete 180 in your, not just your life, but in your heart's desires, passions, the things that you actually hold value to. You're starting to realize what means more to you than it used to, or what used to mean more to you now does not. And this is beautiful because underneath the Knight of Cups is that Nine of Cups, right? Because that's what I'm saying. Like, the reason that you're doing this is because you realize what you have to offer, and you have been just freely giving it away without anything in return, not caring, which I'm not saying that, if you're not getting a return, to just shut down and never give out anything anymore, because I'm here to tell you folks, for this lifetime that we're in right now, you will not get back what you're putting in. That doesn't mean stop putting in. No, we're trying to flip the script. We're trying to balance the scales. We're trying to, right the wrongs. But if we stop giving, then that's not going to ever be able to happen. So, no, we need to give more. I'm sorry. We need to give more. We're not giving enough. We thought we were giving too much. So now if they don't match my energy, if they ain't matching my energy, well, then I ain't doing nothing. Well, look, if that's the way it's going to be, then nobody's ever going to do anything. No one's ever going to do anything if we go by that, because I'm sorry, the other person is not going to do it. No, you got to do it. You got to make the decision. And that's what I'm picking up here, is you're finally realizing that, you know what? I realize now, me holding back and holding in is actually kind of hurting myself, because now I have this overflowing, exploding, passionate desire, and you're going to end up spilling it all over the wrong people, because you just like, oh, you're almost like, it's almost like you're drunk with your own passions and desires, and you don't even know what to do with it. You've been you've been drinking your own cup. You've been drinking and it's just like you're yeah, it's just like you're tired of doing that. And Archangel Michael is here to tell you to keep on doing it. Nope, sorry, we're going to keep on doing it. Call it a test of patience. That's temperance, right? Basically synonymous with patience, but there is a difference between temperance and patience. And the reason why you're doing this is because you've realized, most likely, You realize you've been given to the wrong people, and because of that fact, and because of you looking back in your past a little too much, hanging out in your past a little too much, because underneath the Knight of Wands is the Hangman. So you were, and we got that in the read a few nights ago, that the Hangman energy is, it's time to come out of that you have come out of that you're done looking. See, and that's why I love it, because look at the bigger picture came out, and then boom, Hangman came out. I mean, are you kidding me? How much more in sync can it be? So because the King of Wands is after the King of Cups, that's that maturity, that's that growth. But again, you're still kind of looking back, you're still kind of hanging out in that nostalgia kind of moment. But now the King of Wands is I almost said Fabio. The Fabio of tarot, huh? Is that, I don't know, is the King of Wands the Fabio of tarot? What do you think? You tell me. Maybe it looks a little like Fabio there. So a lot of, because of what's happening with all of these retrogrades, a lot of the introspection that's been going on has been getting you to realize, ooh, yeah. Look at that. Look at that. I knew it. Yeah, see, so, oh, here comes the sun. Oh, yeah, I've been waiting to sing that song. Anyways, that's on this. The sun's on top of the temperance. I'm telling you, something beautiful is on the other side. Once you turn around, once you mirror this, once you flip this King of Wands, once you turn around with all that passion and all that desire and all that love and all that caring and all of that unconditional love. Once you turn around, once you flip around and you realize, look over there, turn around, Archangel Michael is right behind you. He's over there. So that when you turn around, you ain't even going to be able to see. You're not even going to be able to see. You're going to have to adjust your eyes. If you've ever tried to watch the sun go down, you got to let your eyes adjust. I don't care what they say; they're lying to you. If you looking at the sun is going to make you go blind, let me tell you what, I'd have been blind. I would have been blind at 6 years old. 6 years old is when I fell in love with the moon more than I've ever fell in love with any earthly object, and it's not even on Earth, oddly enough. But yeah, see, seven of wands, seven of pentacles underneath. Again, that's that looking back. If maybe you were looking back at an old job, and thinking about that. Now look at the bigger picture. Look forward. There are way bigger, better jobs for you to have tomorrow. Way bigger, better jobs for you to have today. Okay, so so that song, who sang it? Howie Day? Was it Howie Day? Was that what it was? Finally found you and I collide. I don't know why I got that in my head, but Ace of Pentacles at the bottom, because you're really wanting to hold on, thinking that you need to hold on to all your earthly possessions, all your materials, and all of these desires and things. But like this is the universe telling you, no, it's time to kind of give. You need to give more. You thought, oh, I'm gonna hold on to everything, and that, oh, no one's matching my energy. Oh, nobody's giving me anything. Wow. Okay, look, no, yeah, you just give more, because look, the law, the principles of God of give and receive. I mean, that's a universal law. It's not just something written down in a Bible so that everybody will give their money away. No, this is legit, for real, like actual working processes that are, there is no way to stop it from happening. It's just not. If you give, you will receive. But look, if you ain't giving, you ain't receiving. Okay, the universe didn't say if you match people, then we'll match you. No, it just says if you give, you receive. That's simple. You give, you receive. If you ain't giving, you ain't receiving. So Nobody's giving you anything. Nobody's matching your energy. Look, like I said, that's the Hangman in reverse on top of the Knight of Cups. You are finally realizing you got to stop looking at life the way you've been looking at it. Stop running around talking about matching energy. It's not going to happen. Nobody's going to be able to match your energy, not when you're the way that we are. We got all of this energy inside of us. No one's going to be able to match that. I'm sorry. Good luck. You're just going to be sitting here and you're going to just explode with all of everything that you're holding in because you're trying to find someone to match your energy. Oh my God. It's not going to happen. Give more. Give more. Match energy. No, I get cutting somebody off. Yes. When you realize they're not giving you anything back in return. I get that. I'm not saying give forever and ever and ever, no matter if someone's not giving back to you at all. No, you'll find the people that are reciprocal. And if they're not, then you just keep going. Keep it moving. Keep it pushing, right? Come on. Like, people are getting hung up on all of, like, you see, that's what I'm saying. You got the Five of Swords right here on top of the King of Wands because you're just sitting here thinking about all the things that everybody's taken from you. Nobody's matched you. Poor you. Poor you. And then you're sitting around and you're bleeding that all over everybody else. And that's not raising the vibration of the collective. It's not going to work. It never will. That's not going to. I'm just going to match energy. Well, okay. I was on board with that too in the beginning when I was like, yeah, woo, yeah, I like that. I'm matching energy from now on. Guess what? Man, it gets boring. Nah, just keep pouring it out. Just keep pouring it out. It's not about that. Because you will never be giving anything to anybody because people are all in the Four of Pentacles. Everybody's in the Four of Pentacles right now. Nobody wants to give anything because everybody thinks everybody's out to get everybody. Well, they are if you think that way. It goes right back to what I've always said about all the manifestations start in your thoughts. And that leads me to a sign off that I've been wanting to implement. And then tonight's the night because this is the time when the collective across the board on the energy reader side and the people who either can't read energy or are about to be able to read energy, the whole collective is raising only because just enough of us have not stopped giving. We haven't been on that whole matching energy BS. I'm sorry, it's BS. That is a way to keep the vibration low. I'm only going to match energy. It's keeping the vibration low of the collective. You won't ever get to this wish fulfillment because you're going to hold on to everything and because you think that nobody's going to give to you, and you're going to hold on and you're never going to be able to reach your wish fulfillment because you won't find that person because you think that you're on this high horse of matching energy. Oh, crap. I know I'm telling the truth because the Ace of Swords is underneath. I'm sorry if you came here to get a tickle your ear read. I'm not that reader, and I don't care if you've already clicked off and you're not even listening to me anymore. I don't care because that's the thing. We need to hear what we don't want to hear. We got to hear what we don't want to hear because if we don't hear it, again, nothing's ever going to change. No vibration. This whole there went. Look, there went. Oh, this is. Yeah, see, because it's all that pain and all that suffering and all of that agony is keeping you from seeing and noticing and realizing that the wheel is turning. because you're continually worrying and looking back, and also because this has happened in your past, because you've had all of this pain and anguish and sorrow, because you've had it in the past, you feel like I can't do that again because it's going to happen again. It's going to happen again. That's not the case. Not everybody is that way. Not everybody's dealt with what that other person has dealt with, right? Not everybody. You can't always think that everybody's going to stab you in the heart, because not everybody's going to do it. You have to take those chances. You have to take those risks, because if you don't, you will end up just completely alone. You know, the old cat lady with 72 cats. Well, why is that? Because she wanted to match energy. There wasn't nobody around because she was full of energy and gave it all to her cats. I mean, that's just an example. I'm just saying, like, uh, I guess that's what this message is about. I knew this was going to be a powerful message that nobody wanted to hear, but you're going to hear it, and I'm putting it out there. At dead time, August 31st, 2023, you're going to remember this read. I know I am. So I'm telling you, if you don't, you're not going to, because this takes me back to a story. I love this. Man, I'm glad the spirit brought this back to my attention. And I'll shuffle up some cards here real quick while I'm blabbing away. But this guy did a sales job, and we're at a bar and we're selling this junk out of a box, just a bunch of crap. It was actually my favorite job I probably ever had, because it was sales, and I just got to have fun, and it didn't matter, right? And so anyway, we have to pay taxes on these items, and guy didn't want to cover the taxes. The other guy, to get the sale, you lose 60 some cents or whatever, and then you get your sale, blah blah blah, whatever. And the kid didn't want to pay his taxes, which, when you're in a bar, you can't see the word taxes even when you're trying to sell something out of a box. It seems very illegitimate, blah blah blah. Long story short, the guy calls me over and he says, "Hey, come over here." He could tell that I was the man, and so uh long story short, I got the sale, and this man told me something that I will never forget as long as I live, because I was this way. And it goes right back to this whole matching energy. And what he said is, he said, if a man, and I'm going to say if a man, okay? Because we're saying man as in mankind, as in the human race, okay? No gender, we're not doing no gender crap right here, okay? If a man holds his hand so tight on to his money, you see, if he's holding on so tight to his money, then that means nobody can put it in. Nobody can get any money in your hand because you're holding on so tight to your money. Oh, gosh, there's other people that do want to match your energy, but you ain't doing it. You ain't giving it. You ain't helping. You're not sharing. You're not doing it. You see? And I'm not telling you to go around and donating and giving all your money away. I'm talking about just in general. If you're going to hold on so tight to all of that, no one's going to be able to give you anything. And 4 cards fell out of the Razor Vibration deck. I love the back of this because it's got that sacred geometry, and who doesn't love sacred geometry? Who doesn't? If you just stare at sacred geometry long enough, it will raise your vibration. You don't have to look to other people to raise your vibration. Stop doing that. Raise your own vibration. My light attracts light. So the 4 cards that came out, love it. Honesty is the best policy. Take the weight of the world off your shoulders. Yes. Take the weight of the world off your shoulders. And please lovingly accept yourself. And even this is a very amazing positive affirmation. I love and accept myself. I lovingly accept myself. I lovingly accept myself. And you're not even going to believe it the first time you say it, right? Because it's going to sound really, really weird. Abundance, this is beautiful. I'm so glad this card came out. Abundance is a state of mind. Because I've said this before in all my a lot of my videos. If you can't see abundance right now in your life, the video just did something weird. I don't know what happened. I'm not sure. Okay. So like I was saying, if you can't see abundance right now in your life, then you never will. You will always be looking for more abundance because there's always going to be more that you can reach. There's always going to be more, right? But to you, you don't ever have it. You never have it. Does that make sense?